Hey guys, this is Joseph Mosa 3, and today I'm going to be doing a VHS update for August 19th, 2015. So, I went out and did some thrift shopping with my granddaddy. He and I spent a day out together. So, I struck gold at a few places. A few places I struck out, but anyway, I'll show you everything that I struck gold on. At 3 thrift stores, I did strike gold. First up, I went to Alpha Omega thrift store. Second, I went to Goodwill. Then third, I went to Hospice. So I'll start off with Alpha Omega. And first thing that I got is a 2000s Word Entertainment reprint of VeggieTales, the toy that saved Christmas. This has new animation on it, I think. Yeah, it probably has new animation. Print date invisible ink. I'll give this a case soon. Next up is a 2000s Lyric Studios reprint of the toy that saved Christmas. I know Nathan Beatty has this tape, but his is in a different colored clamshell. Here's the side. And here's the back. It says Sunday morning value, Saturday morning fun. You want a toy that's fun. You want a toy that's cute. You want Buzzsaw Louie. What people are saying about VeggieTales. Clever, quirky, green leaf fun, says Chicago Tribune, and watchable, laughable, lovable, says Houston Chronicle. Includes the silly song, Oh Santa. Here's the tape with an ink label. It's a green tape. The print date is October 2nd, 2000. Next up is Winnie the Pooh Working Together. I'll have to put this in a clamshell. It came in this case. It's the tape with an ink label. Print date is May 21st, 1996. Next is Winnie the Pooh Helping Others from the Learning Collection. Here's the side. Here's the back. It says, Your family will love Pooh Learning, a special collection that offers loving lessons on growing up with Pooh and all his friends from the 100-Acre Wood. Episodes on here are Owl's Well That Ends Well, A Very, Very Large Animal, Cause and Effects, and To Dream the Impossible Scheme. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. Print date is February 23rd, 1996. Next is Winnie the Pooh Making Friends, also from the Learning Collection. Here's the side. Here's the back. It says the same thing right there. Episodes on here include Cloud, Cloud Go Away, Tigger's House Guests, The Bug Stops Here, and Tigger is the Mother of Invention. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. The print date is March 5th, 1996. Next is Winnie the Pooh Pooh Wishes from the Friendship Collection. Here's the side. Here's the back. It says, Everyone's best friend Pooh invites you to share in the lessons of these heartwarming tales that express the value of friendship. The episodes on here include The Wishing Bear, Goodbye Mr. Pooh, and Balloonatics. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. It's the tape with an ink label. It's the right tape. Print date is January 9th, 1997. Next up is Winnie the Pooh Clever Little Piglet, also from the Friendship Collection. Here's the side. Here's the back. It says the same thing right there. Episodes on here are Where Oh Where Has My Piglet Gone, Gone with the Wind, My Hero, and Owl Feathers. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. Print date is January 15th, 1997. Now onto Goodwill. I got Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving, a new full-length adventure. Here's the side, and here's the back. It says, sure to touch your children's hearts. Pure Pooh Magic, says Mike Trotman of Family Fun. Here's the tape, the ink label. Print date is September 22nd, 1999. Next is Winnie the Pooh Pooh Party from the Playtime series collection. Here's the side, and here's the back. It says, join Pooh and his pals from the 100-Acre Wood for play-along fun that's full of laughter, friendship, and imagination. New discoveries await within each delightful adventure. Episodes include our Party Pooper, A Bird in the Hand, and Pooh Day Afternoon. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape, the ink label. Print date is February 24th, 1996. Next is Winnie the Pooh Growing Up. This is from the Learning series also. Here's the side, and here's the back. It says the same thing as on Helping Others and Making Friends. Episodes on here are Grown But Not Forgotten and Home is Where the Home Is. Here's the other side. Here's the top. Show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. Print date is December 10th, 1995. Next is, let me get rid of that. Winnie the Pooh, A Birthday Party in the 100-Acre Wood. I don't know why I had this sticker on it when really it was 50 cents. Here's the side. And here's the back. It says, Rabbit is having a party and he's in a tizzy because he's falling behind schedule. Includes the new original song, Happy 100-Acre Wood Birthday. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. Print date is May 25th, 2001. Then lastly is Winnie the Pooh Happy Pooh Day. Still from the Playtime series. Here's the side. And here's the back. It says the same thing as on Pooh Party. Episodes on here are April Pooh, Tigger Got Your Tongue, and The Wise Have It. Just ignore that. Here's the other side. Here's the top. I'll show you the tape. Here's the tape with an ink label. Print date is June 27th, 1996. And I also got the air-powered soccer disc while I was at Alpha Omega. So stay tuned for a review on that, and I'll see you in that review. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.